Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview Monday, April 27th, 2015. Traders, great to be with you on a beautiful sunny blue skies, white sandy beaches. Oh, what a beautiful day in Thailand. Nice and cool this morning. I'm happy about that because we were cooking last week. Very hot. Traders, remember this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading, and I invite you to visit our site at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, let me tell you a little bit about myself. We have some stuff to talk about before we get to the charts. Not too much data today. In fact, hardly any data today, to be honest with you. My name is William Gilda. I'm your moderator for the market opening preview series and also the Friday wrap-up. Traders, I started trading in 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful career in the fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. Traders came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday. Well, traders, it's 2015, and we're in April, and I am still here. I just started my 8th year of retirement and my 8th year of living in Thailand. What a pleasure and an opportunity that is just unbelievable. Having a great time. Traders, I do trade the Forex market every day. I'm in the markets. I'm listening to data, I'm watching charts, I'm looking for probabilities and opportunities that are on my side to be in profitable trades. And as we know, we cannot win every trade, but we sure want to work hard to win most of our trades. All right, let's get the legal stuff out of the way. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most important is that you do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. All right, traders, always remember that past performance of any system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results, i.e., you're on a demo account for 3 months, put some money in a live account, you start trading, you will see a difference in your trading. Psychology gets in the way. Yeah, that thing between our ears gets in our way and it affects our trading. We will all go through it, and we still go through it, so you're not alone. Let's talk about some news and commentary. Let's talk about how the markets closed on Friday. The Dow 30 closed up barely at 0.12%. The S&P 500 closed up 0.23%. And the NASDAQ closed up 0.71%, with the Russell 2000 actually in the red at 0.31%. Let's head on over to the Eurozone, where the DAX closed positive 0.74%. The FTSE 100 also up 0.24%. And the CAC 40 also in the green at 0.44%. The Euro Stoxx 50 also in the green at 0.43%. Traders, let's move over to Asia. And remember that these countries are currently trading as they are all open. And the Nikkei 225 is in the green barely at 0.02%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is up 0.66%. The Shanghai is up 1.37%. And the Hang Seng is also up 1.44%. And the Kospi, unfortunately, is in the red at negative 0.20%. As far as data today goes, there is no economic data that's going to affect our trading. The only thing I think you really need to be aware of is that New Zealand is on a bank holiday today. New Zealand is on a bank holiday today. So be careful if you're trading any of the New Zealand pairs, and just be aware of that. All right, so what do you think? Maybe it's time we head on over to some 60-minute Forex charts. Got some good charts to take a look at today, and they don't look too bad, to believe it or not. Got a couple that are a little shaky, but most of them are looking pretty good. Some pretty good trade plans. Pretty basic trade plans. There's like 2 of them that are pretty tricky, but the rest of them, pretty simple trade plans. Trade plans we do all the time. Good old Fibonacci pullbacks and, ride the trend. As usual, we're going to start with the euro dollar. And if you take a look here, if you look at this chart, you can see that this chart is bullish. And if you look at the daily chart, it also is taking out some levels. So, yeah, it's interesting. But this chart is bullish. I have not decided to say that this pair is bullish. I just said it's taking out some levels. I'm not ready to give up that yet. So We're going to trade what's in front of us, and what's in front of us is a bullish chart. And all we're looking for is a pullback to the 61.8, which is at 1.0839, somewhere in that area. We'd like to see this pull back and just take it all the way up to the 161.8 fib level at 1.0984. Now, what happens if this doesn't give us a pullback and this just heads right on through that 100% level and just keeps on going? Well, if it breaks that 100%, you get a bullish candlestick formation. By all means, enter the trade, and you have plenty of pips to make some nice profits. So no matter where this goes to the upside, you're going to be okay, and you'll be able to do it. It looks like we're not going to be able to do anything till the London Open. Look at these Bollinger Bands. They are closed, so there's no volatility in the market. So, just hang tight. About 2 hours before the London Open, I'd get back to in front of your charts now and see what's going on. All right, let's go over to the pound dollar. The pound dollar. Now, this pair I have declared that is now a bullish pair. This pair is now a bullish pair according to the daily chart. It's taken out some severe resistance levels, and I believe that it is absolutely bullish at this point. And we're at a very interesting spot here. We'd like to see this pull back. The problem with this pair is, it doesn't like pullbacks, and I'm pushing my luck trying to get this to pull back to this 50% level at 1.5111. Even if you get up to 5125, that's fine too. We just want some sort of a pullback. Again, this is another pair. If it breaks that 100% level and continues to the upside, you know what? Jump in there and go to the 161.8, take your profits at 1.5268, and you're still going to make plenty of pips. And, you're still going to make, plenty of, you got 30 pips easy. Okay, so you have no problem with that. So it's a good trade even if it doesn't pull back. Hopefully we get the pullback though, because I'm expecting Asia to pull back on some of this stuff, and we'll see what happens at the London Open bound. How London Open gives you that jerk move. Hopefully it'll pull back and do us that. Can't do anything until these Bollinger Bands open. We're not going to take trades with Bollinger Bands that look like that, right? So I wouldn't be trading this pair until the London Open. It looks like I don't think these Bollinger Bands are going to open before then. Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is very, very bearish. Okay, I know you're saying, William, you are out of your mind. This is bullish, yes, but if you look at the daily chart, it is extremely, extremely bearish. I want to take this to the downside. You can see we're in about a 24 pip, 25 pip range here. So I'd like to see this come below it at 0.7810, somewhere around that 7808, and take this down to the 200 exponential moving average at 0.7745, and take our profits somewhere in that area. Probably about the 38.2 or just below that, I would take profit, so you don't get in any trouble with a bounce from the 200 EMA. If you look left of the chart, this pair loves the 200 exponential moving average, loves bouncing off it. But yes, I'm looking for a sell trade in this. And it goes back to basics, right? We sell at resistance, we buy at support. Well, this has been at resistance now, and it's time for it to come back down. So let's see if we can grab some pips. Secondly, the Euro Aussie. This pair is, this chart is pretty ugly. I mean, to be very honest with you, this chart's very ugly. The daily chart's very ugly. However, this is a bearish pair. The pair is bearish on the daily chart. Even on this chart, it is bearish. It hasn't taken out some of the highs. It did take out, you can see that double top there. It took out that little swing there. And immediately, what did it do? It turned around and came all the way back down. I suspect that was news. Not sure. I was ill on Friday, so I was not in the markets at all. I didn't even turn a computer on Friday. So I really don't know what that is, but that looks like that's news data that this move to the upside. So what are we looking for today? I'm looking for this to break this trend line. It's a valid trend line. It's a 3-4 touch trend line. And we want to sell this at about 1.3858, and we'll take it down to 1.3806 or 3810. Nice 40 plus pip trade, and grab some pips out of that. Remember, traders, this Euro Aussie moves a minimum of 130 pips a day on a 4-week average. Okay, so these are the currency pairs you want to trade. You want to trade currency pairs that are moving some really big pips, and You don't want to be trading currency pairs that are moving 40 pips or 30 pips or, even 50 pips. Man, if the currency pairs only trading that amount of pips, stay away. Let's take a look at the Euro Yen. The Euro Yen's giving me a headache. The Euro Yen Friday, Thursday, just giving me a headache. It's just like all over the place. Really hasn't given us a sense of direction on what it wants to do here. The pair is bearish. If you look at the daily chart, how are you going to trade this? Well, I prefer this to go back up to that 129.91 area and sell it. That's where I like to sell it from. If it doesn't do that and decides, well, I'm going to go short on us, and the Bollinger Bands are open right now, and go short, I'm going to wait for it to break the 200 exponential moving average, and it's got to go down to 128.28 before I'm going to enter this pair. And you know what? That's really giving up a lot of pips before you enter into that trade. But look at left of the chart. Look at the bottom turquoise line left of the chart. There's a lot of junk over there. This is going to bounce over there. This isn't going to be an easy move to the downside. We're so much better off if this would just go back up to that 129.91 level and let us get our move to the downside. It's such a much easier, softer pair to take, and that's what I'm looking for. Let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. The New Zealand dollar today, as I told you, is the New Zealand is on holiday today, on a bank holiday. This is a different trade. I usually don't do double trend lines when I do these series. I do them on my personal charts. I just don't do them on series, so I decided to do them. You can always get two trend lines on your chart. One's an aggressive and one's a conservative. And depending on what your money management skill is or what you're looking at, you could take this trade in either one of these at 0.7594 or 0.7557. Either one of those are great sell trades. If we get below the 0.7557, folks, left of the chart, there is nothing there. That means this thing can drop like a rock. But the issue is New Zealand's on a bank holiday, which means this is going to be all dollar generated, right? The dollar is going to be the focal point of the way this pair moves. So it's going to all depend on what the dollar does. Being that they're on a bank holiday and there's no trading from our good old friends from New Zealand. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilden, our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me today for the market opening preview on a Monday, the beginning of our week. And remember, traders, this week is NFP on Friday. The biggest economic news event is today. So take care, keep that in mind, but we don't really have to watch out for that until we get to, I would say, Wednesday, Thursday. Then we'll start talking about NFP. Until then, let's grab some pips. Traders, remember this brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading, and please come visit us at our website at fxclearing.com. Traders, have a great Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow before the London Open. Take care, traders. Bye-bye.